Now, was there a certain experience, a physical experience that completely pushed you outside your comfort zone there?
Outside of getting infected with some parasites, every one of us got infected. I mean, we would joke that it was our week off or our week on. And I will say, if you do get infected, the best place to get medicine for it is there. They have the best medications. So don't just bring stuff from home and take like Imodium. Actually see a doctor there because they know how to treat this. But outside of that, I will say initially going to the Amazon challenged me physically and mentally because it was something I'd never experienced. My parents came to visit me. It was supposed to be 2 weeks. They wound up only staying a little over a week. I had arranged for the three of us to go to the Amazon, and my dad chickened out at the last minute. And so I went with just my mom. And it's a good thing because we had to take the tiniest plane imaginable. And then we had to take a large boat down a tributary of the Amazon, and then from there get into a little canoe in piranha infested waters. And it was like tipping and whatever. And then we got there, it was dark, and they showed us to it was like a built up on stilts in the rainforest little cabin. And we walk in, my mom went in first, and my mom's not scared of anything. And she came out screaming. And I said, what? She said, there's a flying frog and it hit me in the leg. And I said, I'm pretty sure frogs don't fly. And so I went in and I see the cutest little frog sitting like in a rafter above our beds. And it was so terrified. And I did see it leap later, like they could leap, but it was not flying. So just those first couple nights of like tucking in the mosquito net furiously, like so frogs weren't landing on my head while I'm sleeping. But then once I got into it, it was just, I don't know, it was almost like a primal experience.
That's honestly pretty neat. I mean, it's certainly not glamping, but it sounds like a really find yourself experience, to put it as best I can, and it's neat. I mean, like you said, once you get used to it, you both knew what you were getting into. It's not like you expected this to not have, what's in the water, what's in the air and in the, sky, the bugs and the frogs, and you were ready to be at one with nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it's not for everybody.
But yeah, I think that was probably the most just physically challenging.
Yeah.
But I still would highly recommend it.
What a cool experience. And it's funny, it reminds me of, this is Brazil and the Pantanal, but a really good, since we have readers here, you're a writer. I don't know if you've ever read The Testament by John Grisham, but a lot of these adventure stories remind me of this because it's about a lawyer that has to go find this missionary down in the Pantanal to tell her that her father's died. And like, he has to take that tiny plane and they get in a storm and it crashes. And then he's got to take the tiny boats and then he gets dengue fever. And so it's just a really fun adventure book for anybody who kind of likes to learn about the jungle, the Amazon River, the Pantanal. So it's kind of a cool one. But anyway, that's super interesting and fun. And the other thing it reminded me of is I remember when we were kids, we got to pick this one trip when we turned 12. Our grandfather did it and it was the coolest thing. It was like, we called it the like once in a lifetime 12-year-old trip. And he said, you can pick anywhere in the world. He said that, but my brother was like, we're going to the Amazon. And I was like 10 at the time. And my sister was like 14. My brother was like 12 or something. And my grandpa's like, I'm not taking you three to the Amazon. Like that's an adult adventure, or some people will never want to go. So anyway, it was kind of a fun thing. I was like, I wonder what it would have been like. I was like, I probably would have died as a 10-year-old. I probably would have jumped out of the canoe or something into the infested crocodile or piranha infested waters.
Oh yeah. There were also alligators. Yes.
Okay, alligators.
Yes, I would still recommend you go. If you can go now that you're an adult, go and see it. It won't be like anything you've seen.
Yeah, I love watching your face describe this. You're like just lit up by it. It's so cool. Yeah. Well, Lindsay, that was fun.
Hey, it's your travel brat, Nat. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast on your preferred listening platform. We also love reviews, so feel free to leave us a Google review or a review wherever you listen.